Hello and welcome back to Sarah's Spare Corner. My name is Sarah. I am the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming as well as arts, crafts, and various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas as I am a philosophy major, and when I'm not bored, I travel places, and I might post about it. Today, we are reviewing a build I did for my Sims 4 game. Sorry about the footage quality. It's honestly not the greatest, but what can you do? This is actually based off of a real building that does exist in New Orleans. Is it New Orleans or New Orleans? I've never been, so I don't know. So before we fully start into the build, I know it's going to play soon, but I actually want to show you a little bit of history about the building that I picked to base this build off of. So we'll just transition quickly. So this is the library that I based this build off of because I was looking for some cool architecture. So this library was the first to open its doors in 1897, but it would take more than 16 years for the library to serve all New Orleans. New Orleans? In 1915, the Dryades Library was introduced as the first colored branch in the city. Prior to that point, only Black patrons were allowed in the city's public libraries, where attorneys were permitted to use the library's law books. It almost took 2 decades before the Dryades opened. Black leaders in the New Orleans repeatedly called for a library, but were told there were no funds to open one. And it wasn't until educator former James Hardy Dilliard stepped in with the help of the local clergyman Robert E. Jones and the encouragement of broker T. Washington and convinced of Andrew Carnegie Foundation to back the project that the city had agreed. So it looks like it was one of the first libraries that actually was desegregated. It has a lot of historical value to it concerning Black Americans. So I didn't know that actually when I picked this library. I just kind of really liked the architecture. So there is certain elements that are same. The building is now a part of the Dryades YMCA and is used as a band room and a cafeteria for the nearby James M. Singleton Charter School. And the YMCA helps to make improvements to the space in the near future and continues to serve the community. So it's no longer a library. It's just owned by the YMCA. But that's okay because this is what we're going for. I did see a photo somewhere though, which I'm going to pull up. So this was the photo I originally used, but I found another photo that shows that the place is actually boarded up right now. So I'm not sure if you can see it really right here, but the building itself is boarded up and caged off. I'm not sure what that is. So that was actually posted 20 weeks ago on Facebook. The building is owned by the Dryades YMCA and is designated a protected landmark. So basically it's a protected landmark, which is great. The building will never be taken down. But I don't know why it's boarded up right now. So if someone is watching this from Louisiana, maybe you could explain to me why. Because I'm actually very curious. Oh, wait, hold on right here. It says it's not closing. But nobody's saying anything about why it's boarded up. So I am very curious. But anyways, let's go back to the Sims build. So a lot of these places are the finished product of this library. But of course, we're going to go in and review it in a bit. But I thought I would just kind of show you these little clips before we go on with the build. Now, it's not very common for me to do voiceovers with me just sitting here. So kind of nervous. All right, so we're going to have a first look of what the library looked like before we tore it down. So this is the Willow Creek Library, and I just kind of wanted to see the background, wanted to get a feel for what this is going to look like. And now we are going to delete. Oh my gosh, I'm always yawning when I'm doing this. Always yawning. Okay, so again, I'm using that reference photo of the library to build the outline. So I figured the best way to do this is probably have a wraparound fence and we'll have a little bit of a backyard because I did like the idea of the library having a bit of a backyard. Now, I figured what I should probably do is do an outline of the building, pick which red brick I want to use, which I think that one was from Dine Out, I think. And I thought that these more Greco-Roman columns would be more appropriate. Oh my gosh, I remember this very clearly. Trying to figure out if I wanted extended one and then a short one or 3 really large ones. I don't know, dude. So we kind of just, I don't know. I think I just did the 2 and then left that. But I thought it would be more attractive to leave the bricks on the inner walls a different color. And then I did add those overhangs underneath each one of those balconies, which I think I placed with bb.move objects, because otherwise it just wouldn't stay. Now, this was, I think, the trickiest part of the build, was figuring out the stairs. I really wanted to keep the stairs like the real building has. Why do I always yawn? But again, I'm like very new. So I'm like, okay, how do we do this? So I thought, okay, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll keep the main entrance door on the 2nd floor. And I was like, I don't think that's what you want. And I was like, okay, no, that's not it. So what I think I came up with at this point, when I troubleshooted this, I was like, no, I'll just do some steps. No, I don't want to do steps. Okay, let's try again. Okay, we'll do a platform. We'll do the steps around the platform. Then we'll move up the ladder where we wanted to do. Then we do a platform. Then we do the steps on top of the platform. And then we'll block off this area with some kind of design or something. So I found, and then I was like, oh, while I'm doing this, I probably should color the edges of my, what are the walls called again? The higher walls? Half walls? That's it. The trims for the half walls. I'm like, probably should do that before I forget. And then I was like, okay, well, actually what we'll do to create that illusion of the blocking off of the stairs, because again, it won't let me do that. I was like, okay, I'll do a platform wall and I'll build the fence around that. Oh, I hated the way I did that fence originally. And I did want the really tall fences, but they didn't have the color I wanted. I really wanted a deep green to match the windows, the door. So we kind of just went with the shorter fences, which I think kind of worked out in the end. I do kind of find it unfortunate that the stair railing, there's very few that actually match the fences for some reason. I don't know why. It seems like it would make sense to keep them anyway. Maybe that's just one of those Sims things that we all ask questions about. Now, I thought it would be really nice to have a backyard that's kind of more of a community center base. So you could have, the little barbecue. You can have the bird area, a fountain. You can out here. Oh yeah, I was like, okay, well maybe we do a chess table. We'll use chess pieces, but really large ones. We don't have that. And then I was like, oh, well, I probably should actually paint around the edges, because I haven't done that with any of the other builds. Maybe one day I'll actually go in and change that with the other builds, but probably not anytime soon. I'm not really worried about that. I'm not like sitting there being like, oh no, it's not painted, so I'm not going to think about it. Right. And then I really wanted the idea of like a community garden. And also like, that's why we also have a dog bowl or a food bowl for animals. So that, again, the community animals can come and stop for water or snack or whatever. Again, I really wanted to just bring in the community. So I was like, okay, well, probably should bring in some windows here. Now, I don't remember if we keep the windows, the side ones next to the doors. I know we keep the other windows. I gotta stop yawning, dude. Yeah, no, I think I removed those windows. I didn't want to do anything up here. Normally, I do like some kind of ceiling garden. I was like, not this time. No, we're not doing this time. I think I was looking at the reference photo, though, trying to determine if I wanted to use those windows or not. I mean, I did like the idea of the windows coming in next to the door, but it just kind of felt off balance because the other door didn't have windows. And then I was like, okay, well, how can we get the railings to match the ladders? Or, sorry, the fences. So I think that's how I came up with those railings. And then I was like, okay, well, probably what I should do, because I realized that the one door is much higher than the other floor. So, yes, this is where I've kind of figured out how to make the proper flooring for this particular door so that they can actually walk down. Now, I've noticed, because at some point in this video, we do go through that and we kind of fix stuff. I've noticed that when I put the stairs down, I think because of the platform, it kind of deletes the outdoor windows. And so I had to put them in a couple more times. I also wanted to try a very weird staircase, so I came up with that idea. I also like the idea of, like, with the library, it's just a nice arched way wall into the book section. I don't know where I got that idea from. I know I've seen it somewhere. I just don't know where. Right. So I thought before I move on to the inside, I should probably finish the outside. So that's where I came up with, adding a couple of these things. Again, like, There's some things about this library that, like, again, when I build, I have a plan. I don't always kind of remember my plan, or I start building and I'm like, oh, I should probably. So, like, for example, yeah, see there, I had to add in the stairs again because they went missing. Like, I don't know. It's just sometimes the things I do. That light, I think, is the only regret I have of this building because I put it up on the top step. Turns out that my Sims are taller than that light. So that was kind of a mistake, but I'm not going to change it. It's still there even now. Right, so I was trying to figure out what light bulbs I want in this library. So I've kind of adapted this where I put everything down that I kind of like and see what I think matches the aesthetic I'm looking for specifically. Also, I don't know why that baby change table is labeled so weirdly. Like, I've had struggles finding that thing at least 3 different times. Like, can they... Anyway. I think with this particular bathroom, I just wanted it to make it look more local. Like maybe there's one cleaner for the entire library. So, you know, everything for the cleanliness factor is in one area. Then I'm like trying to figure out which wood paneling I like the best. And that one will be in the hall. And then I'll use one wood paneling, I think, elsewhere. And then the bathroom has a different... See, the stairs again. Like, I don't know what's going on. Again, a lot of these elements, I wanted to keep it looking kind of old, but still like renovated old. I don't know how else to describe that. Like when they have a really antique building and you can hear the creaking of the wood in the floor as you walk and it smells like old books, but you also know that they went in and changed the pipes recently. Like it's one of those things, but then like the tap is still squeaky, like one of those kind of buildings. So I wanted it to kind of feel that way when you're looking at this building. I don't know if I did that very well. Like, for example, the bathroom is a different wood paneling than the whole rest of the building. And it's the only one that is that color. Whereas the halls kind of match this wood paneling at the bottom, beige at the top, and then like the wood decals in the hall and the basement as well. Whereas the rest of the library has like all, like the library section of books is just wood paneling. It is so crazy how fast I just kind of put stuff down and knew exactly what I was looking for. Like this build goes by so fast. I kid you not. I think I spent more time in this build putting down the bookcases than anything else. Like even the clutter, I was like, yeah, this table should have like this kind of stuff and it's going to look like, you know, a young adult is studying for college here and stuff like that. Like, and then I wanted to make sure that the one of the computers I put down was one of the ones for, I think it was Discover University pack, so that you could download your information into the computer. I don't remember how they do that in the game, but like, I know you can do it. Again, and then I remembered that I actually bought Book Nook pack, and I still don't know if that was worth it, to be honest, because like one hand, you pick one book up on the edge and it collects all the other ones with you. But if you can't see this here, it's actually peeking through the floor. And I didn't know that until like the build was done. Like I went in to go take some shots and stuff like that and didn't realize that all the books were going through the floor. So I had to go back in and re-edit things. And I was like, why is it? I don't know. I think it's just a Book Nook issue. Again, I think overall I'm pretty happy with this build, but that one piece was just... So after we're done looking at this, which is actually pretty close to the end, which I think we're at the end. Nope, we still got a couple minutes left. We're actually going to go in and look at it for ourselves. We're going to check it out. We're going to go sit in some of the cubicles. We're going to hang out. That's what we're going to do. But so far, based on this build, what do you think? Because I feel pretty good about it. I'm not going to lie. Oh yeah, you just got to put the lights in. See, this is where I'm like, what is going on with these books? Like dude, like that was, at this point, I think what I ended up doing, because I hated it so much, is I just replaced the whole thing and put a different bookshelf there. I know it doesn't match, the wood color doesn't match at all, but I couldn't at that point. And now we're gonna, the Dryades archive, based on the real life New Orleans Dryades, and we're gonna give it some perks, and now we're gonna get into the game. So we are back at the library. This is what it looks like in the rain. Great. The sun will come up at some point. We have Emmy and Sam Carter again. The reason why I'm using these characters to build is because I really don't want my Sims in my main game to be just doing stuff without my permission while I'm building, because I noticed that that can happen and I don't want to risk that. Because the game just randomizes stuff for me. So Sam Carter and Emmy, although I love them, don't really need them. Don't really care. So they can do whatever they want. So we're just going to kind of look. Again, this world is based off of New Orleans. We're going to go through the back first, now that I've learned out how to move things quicker. So this is, oh, that's kind of cute that when it rains, so does it go in the fountain. That's nice. This is the back alleyway. Back alley? That's not right. This isn't the back alley. The food is going bad from when I was building, so that's nice. I just realized that I didn't have the sound effects going on in the background. Actually, would turn it up just a little bit so you can actually hear the rain. Anyway, so, oh, there we go. So the food is going bad from the last time we were here, but this is the backyard. It's very cute. Cute! I like that there's a lemonade stand back here as well as the rollerblade area. Honestly, I totally forgot that in the original game they had that. Did someone fall asleep? Oh no. What is in the birdhouse? Talk about trees. Oh, wait a minute. Eco-friendly chick bird. Oh, okay. So did Eco Lifestyle have an actual birdhouse? I didn't know. You know what? This surprised me. I didn't know that. I thought that was a custom content that I downloaded. All right. Looks like Eliza Pancakes is here. What? There's food on this ledge? Why are people so gross? Okay. We're going to go through this front door. But again, this is what it looks like from the outside. So, oh, I don't remember putting 2 doors down, but I guess I did that. So the pathway, thankfully, is actually fixed. Why is this game so glitchy right now? Is it because it's raining? I need to check to make sure that my CPU isn't being used for other nonsense. 1 second. No, it's fine. I think it's just slow because I'm recording in higher res than I'm normal. That I'm normal? That's not right. Then is normal. But that's okay. We just handle with glitch a little bit. Okay, I did add a little mouse enter area. I just thought it'd be cute. It is an older house. Or a lot older library. See, there's so much food everywhere. What? People be acting like this is the park. All right, so for example, you could just grab a little, you know, we're going to move back a little bit. Grab a book, you know, just kind of go up a quick. Take a little peek, you know, something that maybe you're not sure if you want to take off the shelf yet because maybe it's in this section, but you want to check it out first before you bring it upstairs. And then it's kind of, you know, we go around the stairs. Ooh, we're in the stairs now. We're around the stairs. And I guess someone left a book, so they had the same idea that I just introduced you to. And again, you could do the same thing on this side. I just think it's very cute, little chic area. Maybe we have some people that are waiting for somebody upstairs so they can just sit here. Maybe they have a friend, so they're kind of just here to hang out, maybe drink some coffee, you know. From what I understand is this library, obviously New Orleans has a long history, so I thought we could have like a little monument. Say like this building was built on something prior, and so this is the canon saved from that, you know? And then obviously, I don't know if it's obvious, but this is the back patio area, so that's kind of where it leads. All right, now we go back inside. And we're going to go upstairs. Looks like Sam is ready to have a brain blast over there, which makes sense because it is Sam after all. First door on the right is a bathroom. So we have, you know, the very one janitor kind of bathroom. Each toilet has a trash can. So ladies, you know. And then, of course, a change table over here as well. So it's a unisex bathroom. It's The Sims. It doesn't really matter. Here is the upstairs. So you could, as a student, you know, so right here, study with a group of friends. Maybe you have a group project. You'll come here to this nice library to do said thing. You're like, oh, well, you know what? Do you mind doing research? Well, we do that. And you're like, sure, I'll do this. So here you are. And then you could be talking to your friends. Oh, yeah, I think I found this over here. Look. It's been a while since I've been in college. Most of the time people just did stuff online, but anyway. And then I thought like maybe a nice little cozy area to read might be kind of nice. So got a fireplace going. Had to get like the oldest one to go too. Next to the grandfather clock. I think that means spring is here or something. I think that tree is actually going through the ceiling. Anyway, I think this is the special computer. So you can download your brain into it. And then, of course, we have a kids corner. I think there were a couple of other things I could have added, but I figured it could be just a small kids corner. We'll build something else for children later. And then we have a nice little read your own book in private kind of area. Put your feet up. Maybe you're a college student and you decide to fall asleep. You can do that. And here is the bookcase that I replaced with the Book Nook stuff because the Book Nook books. What are you looking at, Sam? Are you looking at forums online? You're typing something in. What is it? You're Googling. You're going to Google. What are we Googling? Houses? Are you shopping? Anyway. And now we have the Book Nook book stuff. Now, I really wanted this to be like the hall, the dark hall that nobody talks about where all the books are, the really dusty ones, you know? And then we have another cute little corner area. You know, you're close to your books, away from the people, but also close to a nice window so you can peek outside, you know? Or maybe you're more social. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you're just reading a book, a regular book. So you sit right here and next to the window so you can look outside, you can see the people. Maybe you have somebody coming to visit you at the library so you can sit right here and see them. And yeah, that is basically this library. There isn't really much else to see. This is what it is. There is, of course, the roof, which there isn't much up here. It's just that. But yeah, this is the library. I tried to make sure that the lights on the outside were kind of equal to the lights on each side. But yeah, let me know what you think about this. In the meantime, if you're new to my channel, my name is Sarah. I am the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming as well as arts, crafts, and various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas as I am a philosophy major. And when I'm not pouring my travel places and on my posts about it, let me know what you think about my library. I feel pretty good about it. Maybe you do too. And also, you can download this. It's available on my channel. So if we go to Manage Worlds, no, that's not it. Gallery. We go to my gallery. Sarah's Spare Corner. It'll be in here. But keep in mind, I use custom content, okay? So you're gonna have to turn on mods. And then it'll show up. Because I realized why was half of my stuff not showing up. And it was because the custom content wasn't involved. But now it is, and it is somewhere in here. It should be. Is it not? You know what? I'll upload it now. I swear I uploaded this. That's so confusing. Save my library. Yes, save lot. Dryades archive. I don't know why it was not on my page. Okay, now it's shared. And it's already saved. So, there we go. Let me know what you thought about my library. Again, it is kind of... It's just cute. I want it to be cute, and I feel pretty good about it. So, again, thank you for watching, and you can download it if you want. I have more builds coming up, so just wait. But thank you for watching. Bye now.